Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast with Phil Graham. We help you master Facebook ads and give you an unfair advantage over your competition. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast, episode 308. I'm Phil Graham. Today, I'm going to be teaching you my simple three-step formula for amazing Facebook ads. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think so many ads fail? Why do you think so many advertisers lose money? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but one of them is because they're running ads that aren't very good. Today, I'm going to be sharing a formula and a strategy that we've used that have helped us create ads that convert to leads and clients and customers. And you know what's awesome? This formula could be great for all types of advertisers, whether you have a product or a service, whether you're digital or local or e-commerce. This formula could be a game changer for you. So I'm excited to be here with you guys today. I'm warmed up. I did about 10 minutes of the podcast a few minutes ago and then noticed I wasn't recording. So here we go. Second time's a charm, I guess. And I'm excited that you're here. And by the way, if you guys are looking for someone to run your ads for you so you can do what you do best, or if you're looking for coaching one-on-one so you can learn this stuff the right way, for either one of those things, you can go to my website, philgrahamdigital.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital. I would love to connect with you. So let's jump right in with my simple three-step formula because this is so powerful. And step number one is what I call empathy. Meet them where they're at. And you want to do this in two different places. If you're doing a video ad, you want to do it at the beginning of your video. And then no matter what kind of ad you're doing, you also want to be doing this at the beginning of your ad copy. So what do most advertisers do in their ads? Typically, they're just like spammy sales pitches, right? They just go straight to a solution, straight to an offer, or talk about how great they are. You buy this product, get this discount, blah, blah, blah. But here's what you can do that could be so much more powerful. This is what we do, and it's so effective for us. We start with the problem. We start with the pain point, with some empathy. And yes, it's genuine. Instead of starting with a solution, we start with the problem. And we talk about that first. We connect with them with the problem, and then we offer a solution. In my mind, you have to earn the right to offer a solution. And I'm going to give you guys a couple different examples. I'll use a couple random different niches, but this definitely applies to any and all niches, industries, and types of businesses. So no matter what you do, you should be doing this in your ads. The first niche that I'm going to start with today, I'll just use a random one, is let's say chiropractors. Most chiropractors run ads that only focus on the solution. They talk about their services. They try and get you in on a $20 special for your first visit, stuff like that. Compare that, though, to a chiropractor that actually starts with the problem. And let's say, for example, the problem is back pain. As a chiropractor, maybe you've had back pain yourself, or if not, you've worked with many people who have, so you know what it's like. So in your ad, you could talk about how frustrating back pain can be and how you might lay awake at night even wondering if it's ever going to go away. Are you ever going to fix your back pain? Because sometimes it can just go on for months or even years. And maybe you've tried a bunch of things, but nothing works. And it's frustrating. If a chiropractor started with that, and let's say you were the one looking at the ad and you had back pain and you were thinking and feeling those same things, who would you trust more? Somebody that starts with where you're at, who's having empathy, that's describing what you're going through, or somebody that just says, hey, here's, a coupon for a free visit. You're going to trust the person that understands you, that knows what you're going through, that knows what those challenges are, and is effectively connecting with you at that level. And then, and only then, is offering their solution, whether that be a free visit or anything else. Doing it that way is usually going to be so much more effective because you started with the problem and ended with the solution. I highly recommend you guys try this because it can be amazing. Another example would be, let's say, e-commerce. You're selling unique t-shirts, because I want to give like different types of examples. So e-commerce is very different than chiropractors, right? So let's say you sell unique t-shirts to help people stand out. The first thing you could talk about in your ad is, if it's true, how you used to feel like nobody noticed you, how you just blended in and you could walk by and people just acted like you weren't even there. And you realize that once you started dressing differently and you started wearing some unique things, you felt better. People noticed you. If that were true, and that's your angle for your products, then the people that you're reaching want to stand out. And when you start with that, instead of, hey, we sell unique shirts, you can get them for $20. When you start with where they're at and how they feel first, the chances of them actually listening to you and wanting to buy from you go way up. I mean, I could give a million examples. You could be a weight loss trainer or a gym helping people lose weight. Instead of just talking about eating right and working out, start with how it feels to be overweight and how it feels to maybe have tried a million different diets and you've tried working out and then you stop and life gets busy. They know that you understand them. And then is the perfect time for you to then transition to how you can help them. That's such a powerful combination, my friends. And like I said, make sure you understand this. I just gave a couple different examples, but this can apply to anything, no matter what you sell, any product, any service. Think of a way to meet people where they're at first. Talk about that problem first, and then, and only then, should you offer a solution to the problem, and you'll be a much better choice for the solution than those who are doing it wrong. Okay, step number 2 in my simple 3-step formula is to differentiate and show your audience how your difference truly affects them and benefits them. So very few advertisers even effectively differentiate themselves, but the ones that do forget the most important part, which is that part at the end. Here's what that difference means to you. Here's how that difference helps you. It's like they leave that part out. They just talk about how they're different and how great they are. But your customer or clients, they want to know how your difference helps them. That's the important part. So while most advertisers are just talking about their product or service or how great they are or how great their company is, you can be differentiating and stand out in a big way. So I'll give you a couple examples. Let's stick with the chiropractic example here. In many circumstances, whether it's chiropractic care or other types of doctors, a lot of times doctors only spend a few minutes with their patients. In fact, I think the average is like 5 to 10 minutes. They kind of get them in and out as fast as possible. Yet some chiropractors and some doctors commit to spending more time with their patients, as much time as it needs to truly understand their needs and what might be wrong with them so they can better help them. So that would be an example of a chiropractor or a doctor using that difference as an advantage, because you would talk about, hey, we spend more time with you than most doctors will because we care. And this means you not only get the best quality care, but care that's personalized for you. At the end there, something very important happened. I talked about how they would spend more time with you. Okay, that's important. But then at the end, I used 2 words. This means, and then after those 2 words was the benefit. This means you not only get the best quality care, but care that is personalized for you. Not having that benefit in there would take a lot of that effectiveness away. If they only talked about how they spent more time with their patients without that benefit, wouldn't be as powerful, would it? So that's really important. Let's use t-shirts again. We'll stick with e-commerce for the other example because it's very different than the chiropractor example. So in regards to t-shirts, talking about how you offer unique designs you can't find anywhere else, which means that, and then you could have a benefit after that, which means that when you wear our shirts, you'll not only get noticed, but nobody around you will have on what you have on. And guess what? You're going to feel unique. You're going to feel good about yourself, and you're probably going to smile. That's just like a random example. And that's just t-shirts. I mean, it's easy. If we can figure stuff out for t-shirts, any kind of business can do this. These things are so important. So my advice to you guys, when it comes to differentiating and showing the benefits of that, is think about one or two key things that you do, whether it's focused on you specifically or your brand or your product or service, whatever that thing is that really differentiates you. Figure out what that is, state what it is in the ad, and then use that two-word phrase, this means, and then put a benefit that applies to your customers after those two words. You will be amazed at how well that can do for you. So make sure that always after you state what a difference or benefit from working with you is, always follow it up with this means, and then put the benefit in there. You know, I told you guys this stuff was simple, but it doesn't mean it's not insanely effective because most people don't do it. So make sure you guys are testing this stuff because it works amazing for us. I'll tell you that. Okay, last step number 3 is to create a seamless ad and landing page experience. And so when I say seamless, that's not only how it looks, but what it says as well, both equally. So what do most advertisers do when they create ads? They create an ad and they send that ad to a landing page or sales page or product page. And a lot of times, what's on that page, especially at the top, is not very seamless with what's in the ad. It might have a different headline. It might look different. They may have different wording. And you're almost like, wait, is this the same thing? Did I click on the wrong thing? It should shock you how often that happens. If you're running ads right now, I want you to go look at your ads and look at the headline that you're using in the ad, and then go to the landing page that that ad points to and see if that headline is prominently featured on that landing page at the top. Is it one of the first things they see? Or is it something completely different? A lot of people are running ads that are not seamless. You don't want to do that. So in our examples for a chiropractor, if you're running ads about back pain, you want to have a headline that applies to back pain specifically. And then you want to send people to a landing page that also has that same headline at the top of the page. Don't just send them to a general landing page about your services to schedule an appointment. But if the ad is focused on a topic like back pain or neck pain, send them to a landing page that is also focused on that same topic. And then underneath that, once they know they're in the right place and it's seamless, underneath that, you can then have the call to action on that landing page. Same thing with t-shirts. Sticking with our same theme, if we're selling unique shirts, then don't just send them to a product page. Send them to a page, or if you have a product page, put this at the top, talking about how your shirts are unique, which will allow people to, and then you have the benefit, just like you do in the ad. Having a seamless ad that goes to a seamless landing page where they look the same, they say the same or very similar things, and they feel the same, is very powerful, can be extremely effective, and has worked so well for us. So to recap, step number 1 is empathy and meeting them where they're at and how they feel right now. Step number 2 is differentiating and showing and telling how that difference benefits your audience. And step 3, having a seamless ad and landing page experience. That is my simple 3-step formula for amazing Facebook ads, my friends. Make sure you guys put this into practice. use it, run these ads, and let me know how it goes for you. Episode 308 is in the books. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to get in touch, my website is philgrahamdigital.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital. Let's connect, and I'll talk to you on the next episode. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. Please remember to subscribe and share this with all your friends. For show notes, more tips, and to learn more about Phil, please visit philgrahamdigital.com/podcast.